Joining me now is Entertainment Weekly senior writer Dave Karger. He's going to be talking about all the winners and losers from last night's Golden Globes, as well as a look ahead to the early Oscar favorites. Dave, thanks for getting up early for us.
Anytime.
We appreciate it. So, okay, last night's big winners. Avatar.
Absolutely. Won Best Drama and Best Director. And what's interesting is that in all of the critics awards that lead up to the Golden Globes and the Oscars, it's been movies like The Hurt Locker and Up in the Air that have won all the awards. But I've been hearing for weeks now that all of the Oscar voters love Avatar. So I was waiting for when the tide was going to turn, and it was last night.
You think last night? And what about the showdown between Meryl Streep and Sandra Bullock?
Yeah, for Best Actress. They tied the other night for Best Actress at the Broadcast Film Critics Awards. Then they each won Best Actress last night. Meryl Streep, of course, for a comedy, Sandra Bullock for a drama. That's the race right now.
Yeah.
I'm also kind of sad because I love Gabby Sidibe from Precious and Carey Mulligan for An Education. But the Globe voters really went for the more blockbuster films this year. The Blind Side, Avatar, The Hangover, Julie and Julia, Sherlock Holmes.
But then you go to Best Actor. And you were talking about a little film that almost never made it to the screen.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges for Crazy Heart, who won Best Actor in a Drama. This is a film that they made about a year and a half ago. It had one distributor, but then the company folded. Then another company picked it up. It wasn't going to come out till next year, but at the last minute it came out this year. And now all of a sudden Jeff Bridges is the front runner to beat George Clooney and Colin Firth and Morgan Freeman for Best Actor at the Oscars.
George Clooney told me on the line, it's Jeff Bridges.
It is, and to be in that room, there's no overlap between the Golden Globes voters and the Oscar voters. It's all different people, but a lot of the people in the ballroom at the Golden Globes are Oscar voters. They erupted when he won.
Yeah, I saw that standing ovation.
Incredible.
The Hangover winning Best Comedy. It's kind of unprecedented for an R-rated movie to do that.
For such a raunchy film to beat not only Nine, the musical that had the most nominations of all of the ones in that category, and two different Meryl Streep movies, It's Complicated and Julie and Julia, I think everybody was very surprised that The Hangover won.
How about Ricky Gervais last night as host?
I think he did a great job.
Fantastic.
He went there in many ways.
He sure did.
His joke about Mel Gibson
Oh
drinking.
my gosh, I like to drink as much as the next guy, unless he's Mel Gibson.
And you could tell he just was like, should I do it? Should I do it? And he did. And the crowd, I think, really appreciated that.
How about the disappointments? Up in the Air and Nine.
Yeah, Nine went in with 5 nominations. It lost all of them. Up in the Air had the most nominations of any movie this year with 6. It only won 1 award for Best Screenplay. A nice award, but nothing for George Clooney, not for Best Picture, not for the female stars. It seems like that's kind of doomed to only win Best Screenplay at the Oscars too. And
there's a lot of anti-NBC sentiment. We weren't getting a lot of love out there on the red carpet,
even from,
on the show.
Even from Julia Roberts on the pre-show with Billy Bush, kind of dissing the network a little bit too.
Got to turn that around.
I know, but listen, Jay and Conan are doing it, so I guess it's fair game for other people to have some fun too.
All right. Well, Dave Karger, thanks so much. We really appreciate it. Thanks so much.